G'day folks. One thing I haven't touched on here yet is the tip speech, the ask, the hat pitch, the bottle. It is one of my specialties, but it's such an enormous subject for me to cover in a short video, but I'm going to try my best. My tip speech is different each place that I go. It's always evolving, it's always changing, and it's always true to what I want to say currently. I think that's important because if you just keep saying the same thing for years, your speech tends to lack the passion that you once had for it when you wrote it. So how do you deliver an effective tip speech that makes money every time? I can reduce it down to these 4 questions in this exact order. Who, why, how, and how much. A short sentence or paragraph that answers each of these questions. First up, who are you? Like, what's your name? Then, why are you out here doing this? Then, how are you going to be accepting tips? What exactly do you need them to do at the end physically? Come up to your hat, guitar case, cashless tip sign. Lastly, how much do you want them to give you? Always save the price suggestion until last. Who, why, how, and how much. That right there is the formula to a killer tip speech. Now, which of these is the most important question? Which of them is going to convert a majority of your audience into paying you? Here's how I like to figure that out. Imagine you're nearing the end of your show and you're about to deliver your tip speech and you notice that the sky's about to open and it's going to downpour with rain. Suddenly, you only have the time to deliver one of these segments and you have to cut out the other 3. Which one of these 4 questions is the most important to deliver so you can at least get a small word in about the money before your show gets washed out? Who are you? Why are you doing this? How are you accepting money? How much do you want them to give? In that moment, most performers will go for the last one and say something like, look, it's about to rain. I'm going to get to this real quick. If you like the show, please throw in a 5 or a 10 into my hat to show your appreciation. This might work if the crowd's on your side already, but a better option is to cut out the who, the how, and the how much and only deliver the why. Because why you do this is the most important thing in your tip speech. If they understand why you're performing, everything else you say will be irrelevant and they'll pay you. So you have to tell them why. Why do you do this? How you answer that question is going to make all the difference in your earnings. So how do you get to the root of why you are a street performer? You have to keep asking yourself why until there's no longer an answer. And then the last answer you gave is your why. For example, why am I out here street performing? Because I need to make money. Why do I need to make money? Because I live in an expensive city. Why do I live in an expensive city? Because the street shows here are better than other places. Why are the shows better here? Because the crowds here give me lots of applause and laughter. Why do you need lots of applause and laughter? Because I don't feel happy unless I get it. Why don't you feel happy without the applause and laughter? Because I get depressed without it. Why do you get depressed without it? Because I need more love in my life. Why? When you get to the point where you can no longer answer the question of why, go back to the last answer, and that is your deepest why. Then when you tell them why you're a street performer, reduce it all down to that one final answer. I'm doing this because I need more love in my life. If you can get the majority of your audience to understand clearly why you do what you do, when it comes time to pass the hat, it'll be like holding a teacup under a waterfall. All you need in your tip speech is the answers to those 4 questions with the most focus on the why. And if you can deliver that in a simple, clear, and precise manner, your hats are going to go through the roof.